The aiPROFITz YouTube channel needs a new website, and specifically we've been around for a couple of months now. We created a landing page style website using GrooveFunnels, one of the first videos that I made on this channel. And as we head into 2021, I want to actually now take the time to migrate, move everything, not everything, but we're going to move our main website to WordPress. We're going to build a WordPress site today. And then we're still going to be able to do everything that we've been doing on different web builders and all of that through subdomains and things of that nature. But I do want to actually use WordPress for my main site because in 2021 I want to add a blog, and I think WordPress, still offers the best functionality, specifically if you can custom do certain things that you need to do within your business or your website. So that's kind of my thought process, is moving the main website to WordPress because we'll be able to test more themes, we'll be able to test more plugins, do all of those things within this channel, as well as still use subdomains to do everything else. And then with WordPress, we'll be able to write blog articles, reviews, etc., which I am still using swipe pages for that purpose. But my swipe pages isn't indexing right now, and I need to look into that because WordPress, I know how to kind of navigate the SEO a little bit better. But I digress. Let's get into what we've done so far. We have installed the aiPROFITz, I guess not the aiPROFITz, but we've installed WordPress, and we have the Hello World. This is what you get when you install WordPress, going through with your host. I am hosting this through a host called Virotech. This is a Reddit recommendation, but they're actually close to me. So I like them. I've been using them all year. They've got a promo code right now, 20% off. I'll leave a link down in the description. It will help support the channel. But that is my host. And then this is our dashboard for WordPress. So once you create your WordPress install, now I didn't go through that here because my situation was a little bit different with me actually moving my host. I'm still using Cloudflare to run everything. And then I set this up so it's a clean install of WordPress. So at this point, you can clean install WordPress and you can follow along from here on. And we're going to actually come here to appearances. And the very first thing we're going to do is go to themes, and we're going to add a new theme. We're going to add new, and then we're going to come over here to the popular tab. And the Astra theme or the Hello Elementor theme are the two that I go with most often. But for 2021, we're going to switch things up. And I've seen a lot on Kadence, which is a newer theme, or at least it's new to me. So we're going to install this for the very first time on a website that I've done. So let's go ahead and hit install. And then what it's going to do is your theme is kind of like your base, whatever you want to call it. The framework, or the first thing that you kind of do with your website, it controls a lot of the style elements, but we're actually going to be installing Elementor, which is a page builder, which will let us drag and drop and do things to actually style it how we want. And then we're going to be using a plugin called ElementsKit, which is an AppSumo deal right now. As long as it's still available. I bought the unlimited license so I can put this on all of my sites and replace Elementor Pro, which is what I used in 2020. And I like Elementor Pro a lot, but it's $200 a year for 1,000 sites. And ElementsKit Pro looked awfully similar, and it was less than $200 for unlimited sites, one-time payment. So that's kind of my thoughts there. Before it renewed, I went ahead and did that. Now our theme is installed, so let's click Activate. And as it's activated, now we can go ahead and delete this if we want. So we'll go ahead and delete out the old theme, and we can customize this theme. So the next thing that I actually want to do is I want to come down here to plugins, and I'm going to click Add New, and we're going to add a new plugin. The plugin that we're going to add is Elementor, which is the page builder. And it's as simple as hitting Install Now, and then we will activate it once it actually installs. So there we go. We just click Activate, and now we have Elementor. So we can create our first page. We can do everything, as far as if you need to follow through their actual trainings or steps, then you can do that. We don't need to do that. So now we're going to come here back to plugins, and we're going to install ElementsKit. And ElementsKit is what we're going to actually be using. You can see here 200,000 installs. And we're going to go ahead and install this. This is a free plugin, but we have the premium access. So we'll go ahead and hit activate. I come here and we're going to upload the plugin. And by the way, we might want to install this Kadence starter templates. I think we'll probably start our site with something like that. But we're going to actually install ElementsKit 2.10. So the plugin has installed successfully, so we'll just click activate the plugin. Purchased through the AppSumo store. I got the multiple license, $147 for unlimited sites. If you look at the pricing on ElementsKit website, what you'll see is it's about $90 per year if you can get it on sale. Currently they have a sale. It's New Year, so this may not be year round. It's normally $179 a year. And then lifetime you can actually get for $245 right now, which is normally $489. This is for unlimited websites. But what I want to point out is you get $60 lifetime for a single site or $130 for 5 sites. With the AppSumo deal, you get a single code gives you 5 sites. So this is quite a good deal through AppSumo if you're interested, as far as it's the best price that I know of available for this. And what ElementsKit will do is give us a lot of premium features without having to buy Elementor Pro, which was what I used in 2020. So now we should have ElementsKit Lite plus ElementsKit Pro. We've got Elementor. So these are our page builders and widgets. We also have our Kadence starter templates, which I went ahead and activated, which goes along with our theme. So we can come here and view the template library and we can see what they're working with. And this doesn't look like much. So this is, it's decent enough, I guess, to get started. You know, you just need something. Maybe we'll do something like this one here, just to get started. And what I like about Kadence is you can choose the color scheme. So I'm going to design this actually with the dark theme in mind. And we can change that after the import. Now we can also pick the font family, which I'm not going to get into right now. We can change that, I believe, after the import as well. So let's go ahead and let's install the full site, might as well. And we'll click Start Importing. And what this is going to do is give us at least a bit of a framework so that we don't have to design this site completely from scratch. All we've got to do is enter in all of our information. So this is going to be the easiest way to build a website in under an hour, which is what we're looking to do here today. I don't even have the information written. I'm going to have to pause this video as I move along. But mostly we just want something online that can capture email addresses and that will allow us to build a blog as we get more in depth. And this one here does have that blog. Now the import is complete, it is finished, so we can click to view our site. And now what I can actually do here is I should be able to come in here and customize the theme, and then I should be able to change these colors to match our hex codes from our brand brief, which we actually have when we did our Render Forest logo. So these are our brand guidelines. Now I'm going to come in here and I'm going to use this hex code and I'm going to see which ones we want for purple, general, colors, and then here we should be able to change up our styling to what we want. So we're going to want to keep the background rather dark, but I think I'm going to want to change this color here at least to match that purple hex and see kind of what it looks like. And right there, I'm already liking the way that that's looking. And what you'll see in the global palette as well, I might as well point out that it's going to give you some guidelines. So this is the subtle background. So we're going to leave that one. It's kind of in that purplish hue tone to begin with. But for our brand guidelines, now we're going to actually apply the teal. And I want the teal to be, I think, where this is red on this site. So we're going to actually come here where it is red. And we're going to see, and that might be a little too teal. We might need to actually go with it when it changes colors. And then here we might need to go a little bit darker on our color tones. So we might want to go something like that. I'm not exactly sure. Maybe we want to change the colors up a slight bit. Maybe we actually want to try this as purple. And then maybe we want to try this as a little bit darker, somewhere in that range. So now we've got the purple and it goes teal throughout. We can try that just as a start. Again, we can change this styling however we want. We just want to make sure that everything looks, decent enough. All in all, I think that this is looking, pretty good. Let's come in here and actually change the logo out. So we're going to change our logo and we are going to go to canva.com and we're going to design the logo based on the suggested image dimensions. So it's 200 by 80 pixels. So we've got our logo now resized. I'm going to go ahead and download this as a transparent background, and this should look good once we actually upload it. So let's drag this in. Now it's important as we do this, we want to type in aiPROFITz logo as our alt text, and then we'll also do that for the title. And we'll go ahead and hit select. And now we'll crop the image because we've already done the dimensions. There's our logo. It's looking pretty good. If we want to make this a little bit bigger, we can do that. In which case we will go ahead and I think that looks pretty good as is. First off, let's do our site icon. So that's going to be 512 by 512 pixels. So again, within Canva, I always like to make sure that, again, that it will end up being a transparent. And we'll do a transparent background for the favicon. Then we'll come in here, select the site icon, and now we have our favicon. So again, that's going to be aiPROFITz favicon. And we just want to make sure we're labeling this stuff as we move along. So now we can see it in light mode versus dark mode, what our favicon looks like. I think that looks pretty decent. We'll go ahead and delete that out. And all in all, I think this is pretty much ready to go. So what we need to do now is we'll go ahead and hit publish, and then we're going to exit back out. This is going to be our basic styling, at least what we start out with. So again, it's going to the teal, but it is purple. So we're going with a little bit of a purple theme, and now we can actually edit this page with Elementor by clicking the Edit with Elementor button, and then we'll be able to go through and actually customize what we want this page to say. So here I'm going to say aiPROFITz. All right, so we're just going to go with this tagline for now. This will be our H1 tag. Make money online being a keyword. Make money with tech. Make money with software. Make money with automation. These kinds of keywords that we're looking to do within our H1 tag. And then here we're just going to support what we say up there. aiPROFITz. Okay, so I want to put here a button, and I want to actually say subscribe to us on YouTube. And we are going to need to get our subscribe link, which we're going to, after our channel ID, enter in sub confirmation 1. And then when you hit enter, it's going to actually pop up confirm channel subscription. So that's the link that we're going to place to this subscribe on YouTube button. And here we're just going to enter it into the link tab, and then we're going to click update, and that should work. So our second call to action, we're going to want to link out to our blog, which we are just going to come here to aiprofitz.com/blog. So that's going to be where our blog is. And then let's go ahead and click update. So now we've got our header section. Now we need to change him because he is not me, but I don't have a picture that I can put here right this minute. So I've got to go work on that. And then here we're going to want to change some of this up, but for now we're just going to go ahead and leave it. I think that that will be fine. So let's go ahead and view our page and let's see what our header section looks like. All in all, this looks pretty good. I'm pretty pleased with this. We want to change this call to action. We want this here to obviously say view of the blog instead of the courses, so I need to change that. And then here we're going to need to actually fill in all of this if we want to do it. So I'm going to leave it for now, and instead I'm going to jump into the pages. So here we've got the About page, which I think all looks pretty good. Now here you'll see in dark mode, this isn't, whatever these, I can't even tell what that says. These logos don't look good on dark mode, but we haven't been featured anywhere yet, so we're not going to do that. And then here we'll see we don't have any of those facts. So I love the way that they design these to show off all the tools you can use, but we don't have to use all of these right now. So that's the about page. Then we've got our courses. So here we can simply come in here, and this is pretty cool. I like that a lot. And then it's going to have apply now buttons, which I guess would link to a contact form. But we're not actually selling courses here. I just thought that this looked pretty good. And I definitely like the way that that works. And then let's come in here to the blog and let's see what it looks like. So this blog is what we're really after. So we're going to be able to write blog articles for our new websites here. And that should be pretty decent. Then we've got our contact page, which we'll need to actually test out. We don't need all of this information, but the contact page is decent enough. I'm probably going to be using a separate tool called Happy Forms for all of my forms. I'm not exactly sure yet. This site here today, we're just getting the rough build of it, how we want things to kind of look. And all in all, I think it's coming together decent enough. So these are the pages that we'll go with. Again, these course pages, I don't think we need right now. I think we just need home, about, blog, and contact. Maybe in the future we can add that stuff. But I'm actually going to come here to dashboard, and then I'm going to come down here. And actually, one of the things that I wanted to check is under pages for the blog. I wanted to make sure that the permalink here, let's see where the permalink, that it is /blog. So that is the permalink that we are going with. And then for the pages, we can see all of the pages available, but we have our course page and our courses page. So I'm not exactly sure what those two are. And then we're going to need to add in all of our legal pages. And let's actually make sure that we copy just the text editor here. And then within the Google privacy policy, within the Gutenberg editor, I'm typing in privacy policy, and then I'm making sure that my URL slugs are the same. So in case those links were elsewhere online, they're not going to 404. And because I don't know exactly where I linked that, like with my swipe pages and stuff, I might have linked to, that actual privacy policy page. I'm not sure. But we don't need that. We don't need that. And all in all, I think that looks pretty good. Again, we've got our footer down here, which I don't even know if we really need. Did we even spell that right? Yeah, we did. So let's go ahead and publish this. And we're going to do this for the terms and the affiliate disclosure pages, which is what I've done here. So we've got our privacy policy, and we no longer need that one. This is the one that comes with it. So you've got a privacy policy, a terms, and an affiliate disclosure. So now we've got our legal pages. And if we come back here to our site, we should be able to scroll down and see our legal pages somewhere within our footer. So we do not currently see that. So let's actually come here to customize, and we might need to drop down to the footer section. So let's come down here to footer, and then we'll see the different widgets within the footer. But I want to make sure that, first off, we don't want this, WordPress theme by Kadence. We want to change that. So let's update this footer. And first and foremost, the social icons, we're going to need to update all of our socials. So for Facebook, we need to make sure that the link is actually linking out to Facebook. So let's set these social links. Facebook.com/aiPROFITz. So we've got our Facebook link. We have our YouTube link. Do we even have a Twitter? aiPROFITz Twitter. So we are on our Twitter account. Let's go ahead and copy that. So I don't guess we can actually add our Twitter account because for some reason they have suspended it. So I just filed an appeal. I've never had a Twitter account suspended. That's ridiculous. It's literally only one tweet, which was my swipe pages review video from YouTube. So that's absolutely obnoxious. Nevertheless, within the footer though, within the copyrights, we are going to do copyright, the year, we'll do the site title, that's fine. We want to get rid of the theme credits, and instead I actually want to link to my privacy policy, my disclosure, and my terms. And then under the privacy, we're just going to link to aiPROFITz.com/privacy. And I need to make sure that I actually click it. So you got to click this apply button. And then here under disclosure, we're going to go ahead and link to the disclosure. And this is what I mean. I just remember my URLs, so I don't always know where I put these on sites. So I like to keep the URLs consistent, and then here we'll do terms. So there we'll go ahead and save that, and now we have our legal pages at the bottom, and I think we just need to add a little line there so that it looks good, and I think that should be good to go. Now here, I don't know if we really need all of this, to be honest, but let's go ahead and publish that, and then we'll finish up the footer copyrights and all of that fun stuff. So under the footer navigation, I think we'll leave that as is. Under widget 1, this is where we might want to change some things. For now, I'm just going to leave that blank, and it's going to look a little bit off, but we'll just leave it, and we can always come back and update this later. So now our footer is complete on our site. We have our legal pages, our header section's looking pretty good. Pretty much the only other thing that I want to do in this video is show you how we can hide some of these, what people are saying type widgets, because I like them. I actually like the layout of this a lot, but I don't have any real social proof for aiPROFITz or any type of, this is a brand new site, brand new YouTube channel, couple years old, or a couple months old, not even years. So let's scroll down, and like under here, this review what people are saying section, we can actually come here, and if we want to, we could just hide all of this right now. So let's come to responsive, and let's just hide it everywhere. And what I'm going to do is actually hide everything on my site at this point, and then we're going to slowly, in future videos, build everything out as we see fit. So I'm going to just come here, and again, under advanced, under responsive, I'm going to just hide everything. And then if I go ahead and click update, and then I will show you the site, what it kind of looks like. When we scroll down, we no longer see those things. So that's just a quick way that I like to do it when I build these starter sites. All of these, I'm going to hide everything, and then I'm going to wrap the video up here. I hope this video has brought you some value. We got a site online today using the Kadence theme with Elementor and ElementsKit Pro. I'll leave a link down in the description with all of my affiliate links and everything else if you want to follow along or do anything of that nature. I'm going to be making videos individually on specific stuff as we build out this site, but this is the first kind of build of things that I wanted to do today. Maybe I'll throw all of this into a playlist so that you can watch several videos one after another if you want to see the full build. But today, at least, we've got our site online. Everything's looking decent enough. We got to get a couple pictures. We got to do some more writing, some content and stuff. But I hope you're doing well, and we'll see you in the next one. Take care.